Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 686 of the DrunkNerds podcast. I'm host as always, I'm Tyler, and join me with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sir Colonel Gables. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'll tell you what, man, not much. Not much around my neck of the woods, just the usual work, just the usual home life stuff, but there's a couple things I did make in terms of changes this past week, one of which I finally got a couple of new pairs of my prescription glasses. I mean, that is always a plus. The last pair of glasses I've been wearing has been like for over a couple of years, so it's like, okay. Okay, well, these things are definitely breaking down, and I need some extra pairs, so I
Mm-hmm.
got new glasses on. Plus, my own mother surprised me with a gift. She got me one of these NFL like rivalry jerseys for the 49ers, so I am officially repping like Brock Purdy's number 13 and stuff. So that's my quarterback for my favorite team. So it's like I love the quality of the jersey. I love the coloring. Just the first time that it was revealed and stuff, just the black and gold, just the black and red in general, I like because it reminds me of the Wolfpack, NWO, like Wolfpack and stuff that I used to love and stuff for the friggin' WCW back in the way and back when. But I just love the layout, just black and red and gold, and the other rivalry jersey stuff that I really love from the initial unveiling and stuff is I love the Buffalo Bills one, especially the Josh Allen with that ice cold and stuff like that. That looks so fucking cool. Though I'm an Niners fan and stuff, I do like the Buffalo Bills in terms of like Josh Allen, in terms of like James Cook and stuff, and like some of the players there too, because well, it's fucking cool in terms of like having a quarterback, and then like just down and stuff. You're just gonna flip like 16 points in the span of 4 minutes.
Yeah, right.
And of course, it's against the Ravens, which yeah, I don't like the Ravens. Anyways, other than that, though, video game wise, it's been sort of the same thing as the past couple of weeks, dude. I go to work, I come back home, I watch some bit of YouTube stuff, then I go and I turn on my PS5 and try to play a little bit of something. Obviously, more of that theater rhythm like Final Fantasy stuff, because it's been one of those comfort games. Really, it's kind of like that thing where there are certain games I do play off and on again that really just give me a sense of comfort because it's something familiar. It's something I don't have to use a lot of brain power to do. In case it's like a rhythm game, and then in this case and scenario, I gotta really try to watch my button movements. But yeah, man, just been playing a whole bunch of that stuff. But other than that, though, how have you been doing, Tyler? Ooh, excuse
I'm
me.
alright as always. I'm Gables got the beer burps there. I get it. I understand it.
No, no, it's Chinese food. Trust me. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, good Asian beer with Chinese food hits the spot. Um, I'm doing all right, clanging and banging as always. Got my Gables got his jersey in. I got my Micah Parsons Green Bay Packers jersey in. I got it like a few
Mm.
weeks earlier than I was supposed to, which is pretty sweet. Pretty happy about that one. But I'm all right. It's like my first week off, like post like layoff from my job. So, just trying to find a new normal in my life right now. For as I take a couple weeks here, I got my severance and all that. So financially, I'm okay, and I'm just gonna take a couple weeks here to kind of relax and try to enjoy this, especially after the last like 6 months just being pretty hectic. Just like get a nice little like couple week break here and just take a deep breath, relax a little bit, catch up on the soaps as they say. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Just I'm doing all right, even better. I just got a 12 pack today of Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. One of
Mm.
my favorite beers. Oktoberfest, my favorite type of beer ever. You only got a couple months to squeeze it in at. So I feel like I definitely drink a lot more. Like I would say like mid August to like early November is like I would say when I drink the most. Just not that I'm a huge drinker anyways, but like I usually get in a few more beers just because I want to sip on these bad boys because they taste so good. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing okay. I've been definitely a lot more free time, so I've been playing a lot more video game wise the last couple of days. I'm trying to be a little more, like there's that you always have like everybody talks about you have your like that pile of shame of like that backlog, and I'm like all right, I really need to like I have no excuses right now like to have these. So I've been focusing a lot the last couple of days. I'm focusing a lot on Death Stranding 2, which I'll talk about a little later. But yeah, like just I'm like all right, cool. Like, if I'm gonna tackle these, especially looking at next week when like Silent Hill F and Hades 2 coming out, it's like Like literally like a Saturday night as of recording this. Silent Hill F comes out on Tuesday, and I was like, maybe I'll hopefully have Death Stranding beat by then. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll have a beat by the time Hades 2 comes out. It's gonna be, excuse me. I got the burps, but it's not from Chinese food. But um, all right, like hopefully I can have a beat before Hades 2 because like that's gonna
Yeah,
be the
really.
game I want to play. But then also the week after that is Ghost of Yote. So it's just never ending Gables. I don't know how, and like on top of all the games I have still in my backlog here I want to beat. So I just like, hey, you know what, maybe me being off, I'll have time to catch up on shit. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be playing a bunch of video games for the next couple weeks here, and I'll just be like, hopefully treading water at this point with video
Right.
game stuff. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing okay. People don't know though. Gables and I, we do this podcast every week. We record on Saturday night. It goes up Sunday morning. If you guys like what we do, like us, please like, follow, subscribe. We're on every podcast service available. We're on YouTube. YouTube is probably the best place. YouTube is definitely the best place to go to support us. Like, subscribe, leave comments, share with your friends. But we're just going anywhere and supporting us anyway is really appreciative. Like I said, we're two guys. We've been doing this for over 12 years now. And we do this for fun. We don't get paid for this. We just do it because we like video games and like talking about them. So, like I said, if you do want to support us in a real way here, just for $1 a month, you can join our membership on YouTube. We don't have like anything extra special to give you, but it's just like a way of saying, hey, we like what you're doing, and like, hey, maybe like to you, it's like, oh, it's only $1. It doesn't mean a lot to them. It does mean a lot to us. And hey, it adds up. Like, all it takes is a few people to do it. All of a sudden, like a little bit of money comes in, and maybe Gables and I we can buy. The goal for doing this is like if we can just both buy one Starbucks coffee a month. I call that a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I
Get
call it
that
a win.
mocha cookie crumble.
Yeah, I'm more of a Trenta cold brew with the cold foam and the crumble drizzle type of guy. But I get it.
Ah,
I
there
get
you
it.
go.
Yeah. Although Gables, I have recently gone to the non-dairy form of that uh,
Oh.
because I feel like my tummy doesn't handle it very well. And I've learned that it doesn't really matter. I think it might just be the coffee. That's making my tummy go a little grumbly. So I went
It's probably
back to
just the
my
coffee.
I went back to my normal one. I'm like, this is actually way better because it actually has like milk in it. Like no offense to anybody that likes oat milk, but no thank you. But yeah, anyways, if you like what we're doing, like us at all, please leave the comment. Help us out with the algorithm. Honestly, that's like sharing with people, and just that thumbs up, that comments, the subscription, or subscribing to us is the best way to help us out. More people will notice us, and it just feels good when we see those numbers go up. So we're like the 520 subscriber wise, and like we've been stuck in like in that area for a couple months now. It'd be nice to see that number. Like it feels like we gain 3 subscribers, we lose 2. It's just kind of like that's still the way things go. But it'd be nice to like we can just see that number keep going up. But anyways, Gables, let's jump into video games, the news really. And there's not really a lot of news. We're just gonna take a leap of faith here. But I don't feel like it's that big of a leap of faith. Nate the Hate, Jeff Grubb, and a lot of the people, Andy Robinson have all kind of talked about there's a state of play coming next week. We typically get a state of play from PlayStation in September. We did have one a couple weeks ago. It was that 007 one, but it sounds like we're getting like a real state of play. It'll probably be on Tuesday or Thursday. Usually lands on one of those. I wouldn't be shocked if they announce it on Tuesday and that's on Thursday or something. But anyways, that is to be expected. So Gables, I thought we can just do fun little predictions here for
All right.
for PlayStation for this state of play. Obviously, state of plays could be anything. It's a mystery box. It could be a boat. It could be I don't know, 2 tickets to Bruce Springsteen or something. You never know what you're gonna get on these things. But I don't know. I mean, Gable, I went back and I looked at the last couple, and I feel like I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of new stuff here. But I mean, Gables, is there anything you're hoping to see, or anything like realistically you actually expect that like almost like 100% guarantee they're going to be here?
I would. Let's see. I definitely would like I expect something along the lines of possibly some updates from Insomniac, possibly
Mm,
some from like maybe Wolverine being
yeah.
there. That's something I would expect because of the fact that the game is supposed to theoretically like be shown or like released next year. So
Mm-hmm.
at least have some form of a trailer just introducing the basic gameplay of the game itself. That's something I am expecting. In terms of the reality of what may end up happening here is we may get a few updates in terms of like some live service stuff that they're doing and stuff, maybe something along the updates and stuff for Destiny, like the next initial thing they're doing and stuff, or that type of stuff. I don't think we're gonna get any type of updates from Marathon or anything like that. No, I think that ship is sailed for at this moment in time. We're probably not gonna hear any more about it for a long while. But other than that, though, I mean, I'm hopeful we may get some updates for some Sony first party stuff, maybe God of War. I don't think Horizon at this point in time.
Yeah.
But in terms of like say Intergalactic, no, that's way too soon. I think. But another thing that I would expect is some sort of classic PlayStation game or something being brought on to like the PSN like service itself. So for the ones that have like the top tier and stuff, they could go and download like some more classics, maybe tied in with some like major third party like company, like say with Square Enix, or maybe possibly some with like say, you know, Namco or something like that.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I really would love it if like say they were to like update that service and stuff to add on like Tekken 3 or something like that, or even some of those older PlayStation style of Tekken games. I mean, I'd like that. But as something like say Pie for the Sky that probably most likely won't be there, but maybe for a fact like it could be eventually, is the next Final Fantasy VII update.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Um, yeah, I mean, next week is Tokyo Game Show, so I believe
Yes.
Square Enix and Capcom and Xbox already are doing something. I think
Oh,
Capcom's doing their showcase thing, but those things are like fucking awful. So
they
like
can be, yes.
yeah, they're pretty bad. Really, really bad. Some of the worst out there. I don't know if like Square Enix and Xbox are doing actual like. I don't. They're like. I'm not expecting like showcase level things here. Like maybe some updates and some stuff like that. Like I wouldn't be shocked. Like um, Xbox does some stuff like, hey, look, we like some stuff that's more Japanese focused. Typically, what they do there, maybe some announcement for Game Pass or something. Maybe some partnership stuff. I don't know. I mean, with all the cancellations from them for games go, I don't expect that at this point. But I don't, yeah, I don't know like Square Enix wise what they're gonna do. So I'm not expecting too much for that because I was like, oh, okay, maybe Pragmata was at the last state of play, and like maybe that'd be here. But I'm like, okay, like we just had a Capcom showcase that showed that off, and Capcom's doing
We've
their own
seen a
thing.
lot of Pragmata from the
Yeah,
initial reveal of the game and the gameplay, so I don't really expect it to be here at the state of play.
yeah. It's one of those games where like honestly, I feel like I've seen enough, and it's just like I'm getting to the point now where like we didn't see the game for several years, and now I'm already kind of sick and tired of seeing it. It's like just put the goddamn thing out. Like the next time we
Don't
see
let
it,
it's like don't have it be like the death loop or something like that. It's like I want to at least have some bit of imagination going into when I play this game here. I don't want it to be
yeah,
overshown so much that the time I finally play it, I play it for an hour and then I don't touch it again
yeah.
after that.
Yeah, it's like Deathloop. I was like super excited for that game, and then like when it came out, I'm like I'm sick of this game. But then I finally played it like a couple months later, and I was like I love that game. But it was like there was like definitely like where I'm like I was like so tired of seeing that thing and everything. I'm like I don't even want to fucking deal with it anymore. Yeah, like Gable, did you hear about the online like conspiracy theories about Pragmata?
Online conspiracy theories. Now that's a new one for me. What's going on with this?
That it's a Mega Man game actually.
That would be so fucking weird. I mean, I'm serious, dude. That would be fucking weird. Like the main protagonist is like, say, Dr. Light, and then like the kid or something like that is probably
She
something
has the
like,
Buster arm thing.
oh Lord.
Just saying.
Oh
Just
my
saying.
God.
I mean,
Could you just imagine just people just absolutely losing their fucking minds? Oh my God, is that Mega Man?
yeah. Again, I'm just saying, Big Capcom doesn't want you to know about this, but I'm just saying, do your own research. So
Oh Lord.
yeah, like I'm expecting, for this, like probably a lot of like, every I think it's like required at every like showcase of any sort of like gaming showcase that we're gonna have like 17 fucking Souls like games shown off with this. And it feels like every time there's a new state of play or a Keeley event, we get introduced to like 5 more Souls likes. I'm like, oh, this is that one we saw like 3 years ago. Oh no, it's a new one. Or it's this. Oh no, it's the other one. So I feel like there's like 47 Souls like games that are coming out of China, Japan, and South Korea. So I'm expecting some of those might show up. Like, what was that? Phantom Zero, where the fuck it was,
Yeah.
might be here. That one showed off like years ago. I'm expecting probably a lot of those. You know, and I'm not trying to be flippant about those. Like, I try not to yuck people's mucks, but my God, nothing makes me roll my eyes more nowadays than a fucking fucking Souls like game. It's like what indie games were for Metroidvanias there for a long time. I'm like, oh God, okay. So just like I'm tired of seeing them. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it's like have more focus, like maybe like third party wise on that. Maybe we get some cool like indie game focus type stuff. That'd be great because like the last couple have had some like they focus on some like smaller games, AA games, indie games, stuff like that we've seen. So and a lot of those have come out now. So it'd be cool if we got some new ones of those. Like I said, maybe some like cool things for like the people that have like PlayStation Extra like we do, or like I don't know, like we got like Sword of the Sea that is also my backlog I want to play. That
Yes.
came to like day one. So maybe we get like I don't think we have anything big coming from them. For that, so it'd be cool if we got some new stuff. I'm expecting like Ghost of Yotei, like the final push that's coming out. Like I said, that's literally a week away. Like the last kind of push for that. Maybe that's Sarah, I don't that Housemarque game that was teased
That's
last.
Sorrow, was it? Or
Saros,
Sauron? I'm
Sorrow,
not sure what the name of it was.
I don't know either.
Saros. Okay.
I think it's Saros. Yeah, that's the Housemarque game. It's
Yeah.
basically the new Returnal. So I mean, they teased that. I think that was like February. Actually, it feels like a year plus to go, but like that's supposed to come out next year. So like maybe we can get some gameplay for that. That'd be awesome. Wolverine definitely. Because I mean, hopefully, man, I hope that.
Dude, you know what I'm kind of looking forward. You know what I actually would be looking forward to more instead of just waiting another like 6 to 8 months for another like big AAA game is if like they just went through and announced a lot of first party like say smaller games like say like sort of indie-esque type of stuff with some of their franchises. That would actually be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean there's been that long rumored like God of War Metroidvania game from Santa Monica Studios. So like I'm hoping that's supposed to be there because that was apparently supposed to come out this year and then it got delayed. So it'd be kind of cool if like they announce it and then like it's coming like January or something like that. February.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm looking
Just
for
something different.
Yeah, I'm curious what that is exactly because we've heard a lot about like we've heard a lot that this game exists and I believe it exists. This come from like a Jeff Grubb and Nate the Hate, so like people that like know about this type of stuff. So I believe it's real. I want to see it. Like, are we playing as Kratos? Is this like based in Egypt? I believe the rumors were it was supposed to be a prequel, and then maybe you're playing as Kratos' brother. But I could be just be like making that up in my head. I actually do believe we'll see Marathon here because they did say when they delayed it initially that they would announce a new date for that game, and obviously things can change. But I wouldn't be shocked if like maybe there's an update for this, and like maybe there's a date and it comes out first quarter of the year. Like I wouldn't be shocked if that's one of those games that we want to get out before the end of the fiscal year, so before April, type of thing. And maybe like I don't know, be nice. Like I'm not as like poo pooing that game as other people as people are. So I just like it. Like hey, I'm trying to glass half full on that game, I guess. So I'd be curious to kind of see on that one. Lumina's Rising. I don't believe we got a date for that yet. They announced that at the last State of Play. So we just had the demo recently. So that'd be cool if we got. I imagine we'll get a date for that. I wouldn't be shocked. Maybe that game is shadow dropped. And then I was kind of looking at like other studios, like you mentioned, like Guerrilla. I'm not expecting anything from them. Like Bend and Blue Point, they just like canceled their games like in the last year. So I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like these State of Plays are so they can like we've had these like holy shit like awesome State of Plays. We've had these like just like boring as hell like maybe get one or two announcements out of it. So it'd be cool to like just get a better idea of like okay what's coming next year because it's like I think outside of like actual like concrete we know is coming or like they've said is coming next year is that Saul's game from Housemarque, which we've got like a teaser trailer for back in February. So that's a game I actually am looking forward to. Like I want to see more of that game. Like Returnal is a game I have installed on my PlayStation. It's just a matter of like getting around to it. Like I want to actually give that game a real shot. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. I mean, anticipation levels, Gables, for this one. Are you pretty excited for this?
To be honest with you, I'm kind of like at the level and stuff to where I'm kind of excited and stuff, but it's kind of like at a 3 out of 10 right now. It's
Okay.
not like say at like a 6 or like a 5 even, it's just kind of like the moderately in between the first quarter of it.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to be excited for like a first party studio game right now because like I mean Xbox they said we have that Gears game next year. There's a Fable game we've seen a little bit for, but it's like we don't really know a lot from them for next year. PlayStation we don't know a lot from them, and like Nintendo what we've seen so far has not been like super like exciting either. I don't think like from like the big game wise. So I just want to be like fucking pumped for like I just want to like you know it's like when I buy these consoles like these are like you know like obviously I play the third parties on them, but it's like man like these are the games I'm most looking forward to are the first party games. And it's like I feel like it's just like looking into next year after like Ghost of Yote, it's just like there's not really a first party game I'm like super jazzed for. Um, that's like on the horizon that we know of that we've seen actual like concrete gameplay for. So I don't know. Wolverine could be that game though.
Yeah,
So and
absolutely.
I expect it to be because like Insomniac. I mean, like Insomniac makes great games. I don't think they're capable of making a bad game like between Ratchet and Clank and Spider Man. So but moving on, Gables. Some other news here. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like about this, like I don't like. So Xbox announced again price increases. Just kind of dropped it yesterday. I mean, Friday afternoon kind of dropped where it's like, all right, cool. Everybody's off for the weekend. You know, like there's not gonna be a lot of reporting on this. It's kind of get lost in the weekend jazz. And by the time, you know, we're going right into TGS, so maybe they'll get kind of buried in the news. So I think PlayStation when they did the same thing, they did it like, I think it was like right around Gamescom or something like that. PlayStation did it. Yeah, PlayStation did it
Yeah.
during Gamescom last month. So it's just like yeah, they just kind of dump it where you know, like hoping it just kind of gets glossed over real quickly. And I mean, I think to a certain extent that will work a little bit here. Like by the time they probably hope by the time Monday rolls around, like it's kind of, we all kind of move on. But they announced it. Oddly enough, they announced it, and it's not taking place till October 3rd. But some of the details here is the Series X is going to be $649 from $600, so $50 increase. The Series S will be going from $380 to $400. The 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Edition will be going up $70 to $800. So yeah, like and just to point out, this is the second price increase we've had since May. In May, they went from the base Xbox Series X went from 500 to 600. The Series S went from 300 to 380, and then the Galaxy X that came out less than a year ago, came out for $600 less than a year ago, went up to 730, and is now it went up $200 in less than a year.
Tyler, obviously not to beat the dead horse right here, but this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I mean, come on. Come on. I can understand in terms of like say with tariff stuff and this and that and stuff, but yeah, man, just seeing a whole bunch of these console like increases and stuff. I mean, I never thought I'd live to see the day where game consoles would be getting more expensive the longer they've been out in terms of the public's eye. Literally, when this generation started, we were getting the PS5 for like what $500 and stuff. The same thing
Yep.
also with the Xbox Series X back in 2020, and now these same consoles are literally getting close to like about the fucking 700 mark, some $800
Yeah.
mark.
Yeah. Now the 2 terabyte uh, Galaxy X edition or whatever is more expensive than the PS5 Pro.
At this point, dude, it's it's pretty much like a fucking PC.
Yeah. I mean, well,
I'm laughing at it because it's just ridiculous, but at the same
yeah, it's
time,
like,
dude, I mean, they're pricing their customers out of the market.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like the fucking those handheld the ROG Ally handhelds are coming out next month, like less than a month away, and they still haven't officially announced prices for that yet. It's just like,
Oh,
uh,
they're scared to announce fucking prices for it because we know what's going to happen. They're going to drop them for over $1,000 and people are going to lose their fucking shit.
yeah. I mean, like those things we already knew those things were being expensive. And I think I don't
Yes.
doubt they're going to be good pieces of hardware and like,
Oh yeah, no shit.
but like, yeah, it's just like at a certain point. Yeah. I don't know. It is wild. Gables. Like, I don't think in the history of like gaming, we've ever in the United States, at least we've seen price increases. At
Right.
least, as far as back as I was actually looking into this. I'm like, has this ever happened where like prices have like gone up on consoles? And we've never actually
No.
had, like, the closest we've had is the like when we get like the Pro, like PS4 Pro when that came out. It came out, but it was the same price point as the base PS4 model, and the PS4 that base model went down $100. The closest
Yeah.
we've gotten is like when the Switch OLED came out,
Right.
in 2021, and that was at $350. But it was like, okay, like I was like, they basically increased the price point here without increasing the price point, but it's like at least they gave you something extra for it. And it's like
Yeah.
I kind of felt the same way with the PS5 Pro, where I'm like, all right, it's ridiculous. I'm not defending the price point, but I was like, all right, like at least it's a better version of what you're getting here. And I think that was like $700. Yeah, it's just like in the last, since I kind of went back and looked, Gables, since April, we, like I said, we've never had the price points of consoles go up before. Like typically at this point, 5 years into a generation, that thing is like half the price, if not less than the launch price was. So since when Nintendo announced the console price for all their stuff and their accessories, since then, for the Switch 2, that is, Nintendo has increased the price points of their accessories twice. PS5 has increased the price point just last month. Xbox has increased the price point twice since May, so in 4 months. On top of that, the Switch 1 has gone up $50. And then the Amiibos in April were $17. And then when the Switch 2 was coming out, they're like, okay, now they're $20. I'm like, okay, they're, whatever, that's happening. And then when they took them down and they brought them back out, they went up to 25, and then they went up to 30, and now they are $40 to $50. The Amiibos have tripled in price this year.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. It's ridiculous. And you know what's really kind of sad but also hilarious is like the Switch 2 is now the cheapest option to really invest into, like, say, the current generation of like gaming stuff, and that's $500 some odd dollars.
Well, it's $450 if you want the
Well, $450 without the Mario Kart and stuff, but still like around that general ballpark, without having to spend like upwards of $600 to $700.
Yeah, and that thing is, that thing is gonna go up in price. I still expect that to go up in price, either right before or right after the holidays.
Probably right after the holidays.
I'm expecting like January, February. That thing's gonna go up. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, yeah, we know why this is happening. It's insane. I can't believe. It's like, but it's like part of me is like, and I'm not like, if you've been watching this or listening to us for a long time, I'm not the one to like defend these mega corporations. But like it is like part of me is just like, it's hard to like, they went from like selling this thing at a profit to now they're selling this thing at a loss. So it's like, I get why they're doing it, but it's just like, I'm not defending it, but I get why they're doing it type of situation.
Yeah, I get it too.
It's also like, it's fucking Microsoft. It's like it's just,
it's fucking Microsoft, for fuck's sake. They have multi-billions of dollars. There's no fucking reason to increase their console prices in their initial stint.
Yeah,
they have the money to give.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, they're one of the worst companies in the world when it comes to treating their employees fairly, as far as like salary and layoffs and all that shit. So I don't.
So they don't have any excuses really to increase their console prices. I mean, you can blame tariffs for as much as they're going through and stuff, but if you're a multi-billion-dollar company, bite the fucking bullet.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, but it's like the thing we talked about forever. Like it was up until this generation where they would sell these things at a loss, but they'd make the money up on the back end from selling video games. And it's like nowadays, like there's more money than ever between indie games. There's more games that come out every month than used to come out in a year. If you look at 20 years ago, there's more games that come out every week than that come out that we would get. Like you get a couple hundred games a year, and now we're getting like a couple hundred games every fucking week. And on top of that, you have Fortnite, you have GTA, you have all these microtransactions. They're just raking in the money on these things. Yeah,
Yep, and
Modern.
Microsoft gets that initial port, but at the same time, Microsoft also did it to themselves because of the whole aspect with Game Pass. Obviously, it's helped them lose money in the grand scheme of things for software sales as well.
Yeah,
So it's like you have a hodgepodge of different things as long as a different philosophical direction on top of multiple failures of games that they've tried to release, like Redfall and other stuff that just did not pan and were not planned well at all, and also cancellations. A perfect dark, just a perfect storm of a shitstorm to where now they feel like they have to go and increase the cost of their
yeah,
fucking system because their software cannot subside the fact that they cannot sell it for a loss. I mean,
yeah. But it's just like,
they did
I
it
mean,
to themselves.
even still, they make up. They make like the box itself makes money just off of.
Yes,
They get a 30%
and
cut
their
off of
controllers.
every video game that comes out on top of accessories. Yeah, and on top of that, Gables, PlayStation and Xbox have also increased the price of their accessories in the last 6 months. So like,
Oh, I understand that.
yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, like I mean, unfortunately, the savings never gets passed on to the consumers. Uh, it's just like, and like I don't know, like I said, like I get it, like to a certain extent, I get it, but it's also like you are not at a position of strength, and you're a company that can withstand that hit, and like I'm not gonna feel sorry. Like I said, I understand at one point, but I do not feel sorry for you on the other when you're Microsoft, the richest company in the world. They're worth over $3 trillion, yet they still have massive layoffs every quarter. Just because they still want to make they want to make that shareholders go up, that shareholder price go up. Yeah, I just, man, I can't. When I saw that news, like, cause yeah, I was like, I was offline for like most of the day Friday, and then I was like
Yeah.
going to bed. And I'm like, I'm like, I'm gonna check the news to see what's going on, like video game wise. So I was like, I'm gonna go see what's going on here. I go on a couple gaming websites. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what? It was like 11 o'clock. It was like 11:30 at night. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I was just like, really? I thought I was being punked. I'm like, goddamn, Ash Kutcher's back. But that honestly would have made it much worse if it was Ash Kutcher was still around on top of, and he's an Iowa guy, and I still don't like that guy. But anyways, yeah, I just,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I just like, man, it sucks. It's so like, Gables. I know I'm part of the problem too because like those Mario Galaxy amiibos, I was like they were up. I saw them for pre-order. They're $40 a pop, and I'm bitching about it. I'm mad about it. But I pre-ordered them. Like I spent, it was $86 for 2 fucking amiibos that 6 months ago would have cost me. I could have bought those.
Probably $20.
I could have got those for less than the cost of one 6 months
Yeah,
ago.
you probably could have.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like fucking insane what
They
like,
know what they're doing.
yeah. I was listening to like Kit and Krista podcast. They were former Nintendo employees for over a decade, and they were talking about like kind of like last year they were talking about like it was like the 10-year anniversary of like the amiibos, and they were talking about like they created the amiibos as like a way to like just get these like kind of like because when the Wii U was not doing well, it was like we needed to create an extra thing of like extra way of bringing in profits, and also having like Nintendo stuff on the shelves. So when you go to the store,
Yep.
you see Mario and Luigi and like these little figures, and it's like it's $13. Grab it, whatever,
works.
go. It's
Yep.
like it's easy. It's like a Funko Pop. I have like dozens of Funko Pops because they're like $10, and fuck it, I'll buy a $10 Funko Pop. Like I have like 10 of them in front of me right now that are Pokemon. I have
Right.
like a whole like thing here of like probably another 20 or 30 over here of just Funko Pops, but they're like so cheap. It's like, all right, cool, I'll buy them. And now
Yeah,
they're like, now it's just like, now they're fucking Gables. I can't take I can't make the story like Mike Minotti from Giant Bomb made this point that for the price you can buy Metroid Prime remastered for less than the price of a Kirby amiibo. It's
Quite
wild.
honestly, you could probably buy like classic Metal Gear Solid 3 cheaper than you would a Kirby amiibo as well.
Gables, there's some like Gables, I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, for the price of one Kirby amiibo, you can get Silk Song and Hades 2.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Two of probably the best games of the year, if not
Yeah.
ever, for the price of one amiibo.
So what's wrong with this picture here, dude?
I don't know. I was like, I do my best thinking on the toilet when I take my dog for a walk. And but it was like I was like you get lost in that deep thought, you know. And I was just on a walk, and I was like I about crumbled to the ground that came to my mind. I'm like, I can buy Hades 2 and Silk Song right now, or I can buy one Kirby amiibo.
The
What
fact
is
that it's
wrong with
gotten
this?
to that, dude. I mean, the fact that it's gotten to that point and stuff where you just have to look at the amiibos that you were just, oh hey, that's cute. There's Pikachu, there's Kirby, there's Yoshi in here. They're like about $15 a piece or something like that for the amiibos. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy these ones and stuff, put on my mantle. And all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, that's a cool looking one. How much is it? Oh god, it's $50. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, and like this is coming from a guy that literally on the other side. If you're on YouTube, watching this, I have like a whole shelf here like with a bunch of random shit on it. The other side of my TV over here, I have another shelf that is literally just amiibos, and it's fucking full. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves full of amiibo. Like I'm talking like 70, 80 plus amiibos over there. Like
We're talking hoarding buried alive people.
What?
We're talking about hoarding buried alive people.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, you're gonna like instead of like newspapers and dead cats, you're gonna find me underneath amiibos. Specifically the Animal Crossing ones. But anyways, yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, I didn't mean to go on an amiibo rant here, but it's just like, man, like I was just like that today that nearly broke me. Where I'm just like, I just want to enjoy this walk with my dog, and instead I'm just like I'm mad about the fact that I can like, yeah, I don't know. And like I said, I'm part of the problem because I'm gonna buy those stupid Mario Galaxy. Sorry for burping the microphone. Those stupid Super Mario Galaxy amiibos for a game I never even finished. I bought multiple times and never finished. I'm so a part of the problem. I'm losing it, Gables. I'm losing it.
Oh god, I think we're all losing it at this point and stuff. I mean, what's the trade-off here, dude? This is like trying to trade like Ollie Gordon for fucking Justin Jefferson, dude. It's
Yeah, like
it's
who would
like
make that?
It's a pipe dream.
Who would ever make that offer?
Stuff, you still have hope, right?
What?
You still have hope these things are gonna go down to normal.
The best wide receiver in football for the third string Dolphins running back? Like who would? What kind of idiot would even make that offer? Or that deal? Honestly, I would say only the smartest people would make that deal. Only the smartest.
Oh, well, only the smartest people will go through and just kind of negotiate in terms of that form and stuff. It's like, oh hey, Holly Gordon here. You better put on Amon-Ra St. Brown on that one.
What about a $50 amiibo? Moving on though, Gables.
Oh, what a tie-in.
What about a Trey Lance 49ers jersey?
As I look at my closet with the one still hanging there.
Best Niners quarterback of all time. Moving on, Gables. Let's move on to some good news, Gables. How many Limp Bizkit songs would need to be in your game for it to be considered a good game?
You know what? That's a good question. I would probably think maybe I want to say 3.
Gables.
Because what?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish your thought.
No, I would think, Roland, that would be 1.
Mm-hmm.
I would say doing things my way, and then like
Dookie?
Maybe Nookie?
Yeah, Dookie. Dookie is Green Day. Yeah, you're right, Nookie.
Dookie is Green Day.
Same thing. That doesn't piss all people off. But Gables, you say 3 songs. I got good news for you. There is a game coming out this year that will have 3 Limp Bizkit songs in it.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you. And Madden, surprisingly, not even though Madden I think has 1. Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise has 2.
Okay.
Well, Gables, I can give you a game that I think both of us are gonna have to buy now, just on principle alone.
Yeah, is that
Battlefield 6.
It's got 3. Is it classic or is this like the new Limp Bizkit stuff that he's doing? Because
is there Gables? Is there new Limp Bizkit? Has he done anything past like 2002?
There is. He's been in concert. This dude literally has colored his hair blue. I've seen pictures of it online.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out there. He's performing.
They're still putting out albums?
Performing.
Okay, results may vary. I remember that one, 2003. Yeah, because they had the Nobody knows what it's like. Yeah, that was a decent song. Okay. He said 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 4 albums. They haven't put an album out since 2011, Gables. All right,
Dude,
so
the best record still remains like the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. But
yeah,
still,
I had that album just mainly because of WrestleMania 18. But
yeah, pretty much.
I saw that headline and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. You know what? The older I get, Gables, not too long ago, like 6 months ago or so, like I just like Creed popped up on the playlist I was listening to, and I'm like, kind of like this. And I'm like, I'm gonna listen to Creed. And I end up listening to Creed, not even like as a joke, for just like an hour, and I enjoyed myself. So I'm definitely at that point. At 36 years old, I'm at the point now where I'm like, you know what, Creed kind
I'm
of slaps.
starting to understand Creed.
Yeah. And now, Gables, if I start listening to Nickelback, kill me. That's a cry for help.
No, I would suggest you finding a job, because if you're just like that, just listen to the Creed.
Yeah, like if I get to the point of my laid off period here, if I'm listening to Nickelback, like unironically, even ironically, just kill me. You're better off than like put me away. That's just like he's like, you know what? He's too far gone. You know, he's like a dog with rabies. You just got to put him down. It's like there's no going back here. So yeah, but I don't know. I just thought that was very funny when I saw that. My candle just went out.
Limp Bizkit songs inside of Battlefield 6.
And
Jesus.
I can't wait. I can't wait to find out in what form they're using it for. Like if it's, I hope it's like some awesome explosions. Gables, I honestly, if this is in fact 100% real, I will buy this game.
Dude, you want to know what's funny? What if it's just like something like for the introductory thing of like beginning of the match or something like that, and they just do that whole Limp Bizkit holding his crotch, just going rolling.
What if it's like instead it's just like actually like it's your entire squad as you go into multiplayer mode, just playing the actual game Limp Bizkit, and that actually has anything to do with the band.
Oh God!
Don't Google
Dude,
what Limp Bizkit means, people.
Dude, what if, like, for example, like with some of the pre-order like cosmetics or like just the attire of Fred Durst as Limp Bizkit, and just like go with the backwards red hats and shit.
Gables, I'm in. I am so in. I would buy that. If it's a $150 edition, I will buy it. I'm not kidding you. On principle alone, I will support it. And I don't even like Limp Bizkit that much. I just I just gotta support it would be the coolest thing EA has done since like Mirror's Edge. like fuck yeah, let's go. like they can't top this. Like just go for the we know what our target audience is.
We know our target audience is the ones nostalgia for early 2000s music.
Yeah. It's like buried in the Battlefield 6 soundtrack is "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." It's like fuck yeah, let's go. You know what? We get some Trapped in there as well. Headstrong. Like just all the hits from 2002.
Dude, could you just imagine just the EA executives or something like that just having their business meetings upon what music they could put in the next like Battlefield game or something. Yeah, let's go over the list right here. No, okay, these guys are getting into their 30s, like late 20s, early 30s and stuff. They must be nostalgic by the 2000s music by now, and so it's like, okay, what do we got here? We got our list. We got Limp Bizkit. Let's see if we can call up 311 and we can get some stuff right there. How about we try to see if we can somehow negotiate with Incubus to get some of their music on it?
Gables, you're just describing the Madden 26 playlist. I'm not lying to you. Like most of these bands are in it.
Oh my God. No, seriously? Is there Incubus inside Madden 26?
I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, Green Day's in there. Limp Bizkit's in there.
Damn.
Great news though, Chaperone is also in there. So.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you know?
Yeah.
I just need some Bubba Sparks or something like that.
Bubba Sparks would be amazing. Yeah, let's go. Back in the mode, baby. I confess, I'm so happy.
I remember playing Madden games back then, and that Bubba Sparks or something is like,
man, let's go. I mean, I wish they like that. Obviously, that the licensing would be an issue. But I'm like, Bubba Sparks, he can't cost that much. Like was it like $2,000? It's fine. Just put him in there. They should like the next like Madden anniversary. Just like let me just bring me into the room. It's like, all right, Tyler, you get to pick like the best songs. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, like we're Madden 2002, Madden 2000, Bon Jovi, putting them in there. Let's go.
Dude. But could you also imagine like in that same type of matches they go like if people go into like go into the game and stuff for Battlefield 6 or something like that, instead of grenades, they just have cosmetics of like just getting like a bunch of cookies or something out of their pocket, just tossing out some grenades.
Yes, let's do it, man. Yeah. Oh man, get some actual literal Limp Bizkits in there. You're throwing at people. Let's go. Man, man. Gables. Honestly, you know what? This might be the oldest I've felt in a long time. Us discussing early 2001 new metal bands. I take the back. Actually, Gables, the Coachella lineup came out this week, and I'm like, I recognize like 5 of these bands.
Yeah, that's not unusual. I mean, I really don't recognize a lot of the bands from Coachella anyway, because I don't really give a shit.
It's like when someone like you talk to like someone that's like a teenager nowadays, and they sit there and talk about like all the big content creators. I'm like, these are all just like made up. These aren't even like real words you're speaking to me, let alone the names of people.
Yeah, it's like, what are these Long Island boys? Oh, okay, they just have a bunch of shit locks on their heads. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. The only boys I like are the lonely boys. So,
less lonely boys.
Yes. Anyways, what a weird discussion we had there. I was just excited about the fact that like I just like the fact that like as I'm getting older, it's just like, you know what, like Limp Bizkit, like, you know what, cool. Like the music I listened to when I was 14, it's back. Although I did talk to a guy like my last week at work. I was talking to a guy that went to he's like 22. He went to on his own free will, and it was like super pumped about it. He went to a Nickelback concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like I said, Gables, I have 2 rules in my life. Don't yuck my muck. And eat ass. But it took everything in my power not to say anything about that. Like I nearly bit my tongue.
Oh my god.
Those are like, like I said, I don't like the if you're excited for something, I don't want to sit there and yuck your muck. But like I heard it was like someone's super excited for Nickelback. I'm like he had a good time. I'm like, man, I'm stuck in a room with you for like 2 hours and I'm not supposed to say anything about it. God, you're asking a lot for me, you know. Like I made it through, but it nearly broke me, and it nearly broke me. Anyways, let's move on here. What a weird episode. Who would have thought in 2025 Limp Bizkit broke this podcast, or broke me? But Gables, let's jump into what we've been playing this week. Gables, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Well, you know what? I think I'll have you go first because I'm kind of interested in hearing more of Death Stranding.
Okay. So, people don't know. If you maybe you don't listen to the podcast. Over the course of 4 years, I played my way through Death Stranding 1. Hated that game. I love Kojima. Like a lot of people, grew up loving Kojima. And I put that game on very easy, fought my way through it, eventually hit a point where I fuck this game and come back like 9 months later. Every like 9 months I come back and I start playing the game, and then I hit a wall. I say fuck this game. And finally that director's cut came out, and then I jumped back in and I was able to power my way through on very easy to finish the game up. And I'm now 23 hours in, Gables. I feel like I'm past the halfway point here on it.
Yeah.
In Gables, I feel like there's an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Frank finally understands homosexuality.
Huh.
And this is my Frank understanding homosexuality point. I get Death Stranding 2. This game is magic. This game, I am in love with this game again. It's like, me and Kojima, we had a rough patch. We got divorced. We had to go our separate ways, date some other people here and there. And you know what, Gables? We came back together. We are renewing our vows right now. I am in love with Kojima. He can do no wrong to me in this video game. I get it now. I get it. I get what he was going for. I get it now. It helps a lot that like a lot of the shit that was at the end of the game, that made the game, like the director's cut shit that like made the game a lot easier from the get-go. And if it would have been there at the get-go, probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. Probably still overall would have hated it, but I would have probably beat it on my first try instead of 4 tries or 6 tries over 4 years, whatever the fuck it was. But like I understand I just like helping people. You know what? I like putting things in the shared locker and sharing Like instead of like hoarding all these things for myself, or saying fuck that, I'm not gonna go for that thing over there. I like building the platforms. I like building the bridge over the water so people can take it, or putting a ladder down so people can climb up and make this thing easier for them, or putting the hook down, or fucking building a generator so people can recharge their batteries, or like going on my way and doing the side quests in this game, like delivering pizzas to people. I enjoy doing it, Gables. I enjoy I get it now. I understand it. I was wrong, Gables. I can admit I was wrong about Death Stranding 1. I get everything it was going for. I am willing to admit that I was completely wrong about Death Stranding 1. This game is a masterpiece. I don't want to quit playing this game. And it's like I'm sitting watching, like there was a moment last night with Death Stranding 2 where they got to a cutscene, and dude, I went from like I was just kind of lounging back on my chair, and just playing the game, and we got to a cutscene, and like in the middle of this cutscene, I just like got up and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go, dude! This is awesome!" Like I was like, "This is great!" Like I am having all the fun, all the good feelings that like I'm helping people. It's a video game. I know. I get it. But you get the likes from people from like, hey, you donated. Like instead of like I said, like I don't need all this. I don't need all this extra shit. I don't need all these metals or these alloys or whatever. You know what? I'm gonna put this in the shared locker so other people online, there you get to this point, they can have that stuff. Or I got extra ladders. Or I got extra PCCs. You know what? You can have it. And people going out there, they take it, and I get the little thumbs up back for it. I feel good about myself. You know what? I feel like people are, and people in need are getting it. I feel good about it. I was like, I'm going to try and mainline this. And then I got to a point where there's an animal shelter. And I'm like, you know what? I got to get the 5 stars at the animal shelter. I got to go around. I caught a bunch of kangaroos. I've been going around. I nearly maxed it out at a certain point. I'm like, all right, I got to move on here. But like, I am like, everything is connecting with me on this. Like I am like totally in from the get go. I'm just like, I talked about a little bit last week where I was like 4 or 5 hours in. I'm like, all right, I'm liking like it's starting off a lot smoother, starting off a lot better. And I do feel like it's a lot easier, in the sense of like, it's not as like hardcore as the last one was.
Right.
Where like I was playing the game on easy, and I still like vividly have like flashbacks to like that first time I had my hands on the sticks and went to go walk forward and immediately fell down and dropped out my cargo everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I still like, like, this is like, it's definitely not as like harsh, I feel like, as that first game was. So maybe that is definitely helping quite a bit. But like, it is like, it's like, I was thinking about almost like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, where like I had a good time with Breath of the Wild, but I wasn't having like this magical, like greatest game of all time experience that I had people. And then when I played Tears of the Kingdom, I like, it finally clicked with me a little bit more. Like I finally clicked to me like well, I get like man, that's one of the greatest games I've ever played. Like, but it is one from a game I vehemently hated. Gables had listened to me for hours, for years, bitch about Death Stranding, about how much I hated that game, and finally working my way through beating that game. To like now, here I am on Death Stranding 2, where like I am in love with this game. Kojima, I am in love with you. I love you. Like I was wrong. You were right. You're better than me. You're good looking. I am not so good looking. Like you are just better in every way than me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this game, it's magical. It is like nothing else I've ever played. And like I just like, even though I don't like I'm not even getting, like I'm doing this shit, I'm not even like getting anything out of it. Like I'm not like there's no like I'm not getting like extra shit in my skill tree. There's no leveling up. There's no nothing. Like I'm just doing it for the likes, but not in like a gross TikTok type of way. But just like, I'm like, I'm helping people. I'm making the game easier for other people. And god damn it, it feels good, Gables. And also the story is fucking awesome. So yeah, Gables, I'm telling you, man, great game. Great game, Gables. Okay. Kojima's back. You know what? Actually, take it back. He's not back. He was never gone. I was gone. I was the absentee parent. I went to go get the cigarettes and didn't come back. And now here I am crawling back. Please, I was wrong. Take me back, please. That's all I'm playing.
Damn. Well, there you go, man. I mean, that's excellent that you went through and
A lot of growth
are
this week.
finally enjoying Death Stranding 2 like you wanted to in the first place when
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding was first announced and stuff and introduced. And yeah, it's cool that you come full circle with this initial game. I mean, that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if only I can just go come around full circle and just understand bits of aspects of it. But then again, I really just need to sit down and just play video games in general. But in terms of what I have been personally playing this week, it's still a continuation from last week. It's the Rythem Final Bar Line game. That's for PS5. And basically, what I've been doing since is not only just going over a bunch of different tracks from the various Final Fantasy games, like with 2, like with 5, like with 13 and stuff. I've went over them a couple different times. I've actually gotten all critical hits on notes and stuff for quite a few of the songs. And the thing about this game I do like, it just keeps track of all the little stuff that you have accomplished, all the little things. You're constantly being rewarded by like certain unlocks of like certain character arts or certain summons you can use in the middle of the song for middle of songs and stuff. Like say if you want to equip Ifrit for a different mission because there's a enemy inside of this song and stuff that is weak to fire. If you want to go ahead and get like say Leviathan or something, if you have like a summoned Leviathan or something that you've unlocked through playing the game, and all of a sudden it's like you use him to defeat the boss inside of one blow or something while you're just matching things on the page. It's just a little bit of extra stuff, like icing on the cake and stuff. Like you're doing the main course stuff, like for completing a lot of these different rhythm songs, basic difficulty or like normal difficulty or some of the hardest stuff. I did venture in and trying to complete certain songs on the ultimate kind of difficulty, and I think I've only done like maybe a couple of them for Final Fantasy 2, but it's kind of like what you would expect. There's just a bunch of different notes that just kind of really flash like to the right of the screen and stuff, and you're just okay, I can understand that I can do this particular button like situations here and there and stuff for these different presses, but then it starts getting more complicated when you're trying to hold notes with two buttons, but you have to literally like flip the control stick up or down in certain notes and stuff while holding on to another button, and it's like what the fuck? And then I have decided to unlock like another game to try to play through in terms of the music stuff, and that's for Final Fantasy 11. I was just listening to a bunch of that different soundtrack stuff because that's an old game that was from like the PS2 and also early 360 stuff as well. If I'm not mistaken, but it has some pretty decent music. I mean, that's kind of like one of the lesser known things for me because it was an MMO. Really don't do a lot of MMO stuff besides the occasional WoW stuff, but yeah, it's just sort of the similar things. I'm unlocking different characters. I've actually unlocked all the different airships inside of that game that's available for all the different Final Fantasy games, which that's pretty hilarious. And I've unlocked certain new costumes and stuff for the Moogles, for like the Moogle characters that come around with you and stuff. And also, it took me like about 8 hours in to finally realize if I go onto my party screen and stuff, and I press the triangle button, there's an option to where I can optimize my thing to the best setting for each of my party stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, this makes this a lot easier without having to navigate around. Oh, I don't know. Try to navigate the best initial skill set so I can go and finish a song like say easier and then reap the benefits even more instead of just going through a song with all the different with like the same attacks and stuff that I have for certain characters. Because that's just a part of this game too. It's like not only do you have to complete songs and hardly miss any notes and stuff and then get like critical hits when you match it pitch perfect, but you also have to have your characters in your parties like set their attacks, set your summon and stuff, set your airship that you're gonna peer in on and stuff. You can change like the appearance of your Moogle for like a cat suit or a dog suit or a ton like oh god. Like like specific enemies inside of Final Fantasy and this and that. As far as the game's difficulty, I mean the game's difficulty hasn't been too bad in terms of how you can set certain difficulties. I mean, there is the standard basic, normal, and then you have like the like kind of like the master stuff. like the ultimate stuff pretty much. And then there's like a couple of like set difficulties, like say after the initial ultimate and stuff. Like there's this mode called Supreme, which is like it's even more difficult. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I gonna do this all on a fucking controller if I can't even like match certain aspects of like some of the notes on the screen without having to have a third hand in order to do it. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm probably not gonna touch that type of difficulty, but at the same time, I really want to enjoy some of the songs that I like through some of these initial games because I've played through like a handful of Final Fantasy games, and obviously 5 and 13 I'm going back to and playing through their playlists and stuff because it's been a while since I've actually heard a lot of their different musics from back when I first did my first playthroughs of each of those games. But yeah, I'm like about 10 hours into this game, and it's kind of crazy to think that this has been sort of like my comfort game for a lot of the better portions of my day and stuff. Like like after work or something, get all the initial stuff done, then I just sit down on my bed to play a little bit of that, and all of a sudden I start to nod off asleep. I'm like, oh god, man, this it's like it's like when you do work and stuff, but yeah, you can only have enough time to really just play something before your eyes start to drip. It's like this shit. But other than that, though, I am kind of just fairly excited to start playing a little bit of like maybe Silent Hill F, possibly, or maybe like maybe like the Metal Gear Solid Delta
Oh yeah.
stuff. I mean, it's something to where I want to sit down and play games that I have and stuff, but I'm really excited to try either one of those particular games because it's that time of the year. There's all these survival horror games. It's almost Halloween. Like, okay, well, this sounds pretty cool. But then again, I'm really getting into the hankering to playing some Metal Gear Solid because I've been listening more so to some game music stuff. And at my workplace, we have a couple of employees and stuff that are kind of getting tired of listening to the same radio station that we have over the back room. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna create this custom playlist on Spotify and stuff, and just add a couple different things here and there. And so I actually added actually added the Snake Eater song inside of one of
Nice.
the initial things,
Yeah.
alongside of like a mix between like Yes Roundabout and like other type of meme worthy songs. So I do it. I usually put on this playlist after the initial volunteers have left, like after 2 o'clock, and my my director really isn't there. So I'm like, okay, well, it's time to connect my phone via Bluetooth to our radio here and see what happens. And what's kind of hilarious about it is like I've had times where my cashier comes to the back and she just looks at the radio. It's like, it's not the original radio, isn't it? It's like, yeah. It's like, is that Snake Eater? Yes, it is.
I recommend on Tuesday, Cables, you go to work and you just play the Madden '02 soundtrack.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. That would actually be pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Or even like the Madden like '04 soundtrack, dude. I mean, yeah,
Yeah. Just
that's
make a
something.
playlist of like all the Madden soundtracks, like the best of Madden for like the first like half of 2000s,
Oh my god, yeah, from
or the NFL Street soundtrack.
2002 all the way up to like about 2005. That's the
Yeah.
initial ones I'm most familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah. 2006, I think maybe.
That and
Yeah.
MVP Baseball like 2004. That one I can also put there
Oh
too. That
yeah,
was a
dude.
banger
Fuck
too.
man. Man, EA back man, they found bands back then, man.
Oh,
God
not
damn.
not just that though. I mean, they had some great soundtracks to some of their keyline sports games, and they really fell off the edge or something with some of that shit.
They've gotten better the last few years, yeah, but like there was like a decade there where it's like they just like found like they would just like sign bands like make music for them for their games. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think
this
I
sucks.
think one of the best features that kind of like Madden has put in like over the years and stuff is just go into the settings and turn off certain songs that you don't like and stuff, and just try to
Yeah.
curate initial songs you do like. That's something I had to do in terms of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4. It's like I love all the various stuff that was inside the original games, but there's some of this new music and stuff that I just don't like. And so it's because it just sounds either repetitive or just incredibly stupid. But just just being able to curate, okay, well, I don't want to hear this song, but this new song here sounds pretty cool. This could have
Mm.
been in line with the original game release, and then just kind of weed things out. So it's like all of a sudden you go from like 300 songs down to like a strong 50 of like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
circulate through this and stuff and do this.
Yeah. It's like when I play Madden 26, it's like There's like 8 songs actually. Like listen to the rest of like there's like some decent amount of country. I'm like, all right, all the country's gone. Like I'm gonna eliminate that right now. All right. Roland, Chaperone, Green Day. All right, you guys stick around. You're cool.
Yeah. It just takes a specific artist and like a specific type of like thing for me to actually really want to play through a certain sports game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that though, that's pretty much it for what I've been playing.
All right. Well, guys, I think that's actually pretty much it for the podcast this week. If you guys like what we're doing, want to support us. Like I said, we do this for over 12 years. We just do it because we like it. Do you guys want to support us anyway? Just like, follow, subscribe, 5-star reviews, leave the comments, share with your friends. YouTube, honestly, the best place to go to. There's links down below in the description to get you all those places quickly. Membership, just $1 a month on YouTube. We don't like just a way to say, hey, we like what we're doing, appreciate what we're doing. We'd appreciate that. But I was your host. I was Tyler.
And I have been Colonel Gables. So until next time, everyone, thank you for listening to another fun-filled episode of the Drunk-Nerds podcast. Oh God! And other than that, though, play some video games, dude. Just I don't care what you do. I don't care if you get a retro console or you get your PC or you get your friggin' PS4 or 5 or even your Atari Lynx or something. Just play something and enjoy it.
You hear that? You hear here first. Gables doesn't care what you do. That means eat ass. Too sweet, Gables.
Too sweet, man.
Bye, guys.
See ya.